So many amazing things have happened this week, and the Democrats have been melting down in unprecedented ways. And so sometimes it's difficult to tell whether or not something you see online is real or whether it's just a parody. But this is real. Donald Trump has announced that he will be signing an executive order bringing back plastic straws. Now, I don't remember if the plastic straw ban is nationwide because I live in communist California, which starts all of the craziness. And as California goes, so goes the rest of the country. And so for years now, we have had to drink out of paper straws, which everybody knows are horrible. So Donald Trump has announced that he'll be signing an executive order to make straws great again. I'm sure you heard he signed an executive order to ban men from competing in women's sports, and USAID has basically been shut down. And with AI being so sophisticated now, it is very difficult to tell footage, whether or not it's real or not. But this is real footage of the agency having their sign chiseled off of their building in Washington, D.C. Congressman Al Green, a lunatic Democrat from Texas, says that he's going to file impeachment charges against President Trump.
I rise.
Again, actually, you may recall, he did this back in 2017.
To announce that the movement to impeach the president has begun. I rise to announce.
It's been going on for 8 years, you moron.
That I will bring articles of impeachment against the president for dastardly deeds proposed and dastardly deeds done.
Have fun.
I also rise to say that the impeachment movement is going to be a grass-up movement, not a top-down.
Which is why me, a member of Congress, is announcing it from the top of Capitol Hill.
The people have got to move forward. The people have to demand it. And when the people demand it, it will be done.
But I thought you said this was a grassroots movement. If nobody in the grassroots is demanding it, then why are you? Paramount, the big media conglomerate, may actually settle a lawsuit with President Trump because he sued them over a deceptively edited interview that 60 Minutes did, which is on CBS, which is under the gigantic corporate umbrella of Paramount Global. Because, well, when you interview a presidential candidate and you deceptively edit the interview like this, something has to be done. And as part of the ongoing lawsuit, CBS released the full unedited interview to the FCC, the Federal Communications Commission, which then thankfully did the right thing and published it for the country to see. And here is one of her actual answers, and then you'll see what they edited it to be when they aired it for the public to see.
But it seems that Prime Minister Netanyahu is not listening.
Well, Bill, the work that we have done has resulted in a number of movements in that region by Israel that were very much prompted by.
You can hear the uneasiness in her voice. She has no idea what the heck she's talking about.
Or a result of many things, including our advocacy for what needs to happen in the region.
So CBS, the crap broadcasting station, did their best to try to doctor the answer, and this is what they ended up airing.
It seems that Prime Minister Netanyahu is not listening.
We're not going to stop pursuing what is necessary for the United States to be clear about where we stand on the need for this war to end.
That actually sounded like a coherent answer. It's amazing what the magic of editing can do. Here's another scene where the producer, off camera, has the supposed reporter ask her a question again after the interview is already wrapped up so that they can then take that shot and splice it in to the interview at another point. And then you could see her spew her nonsense word salad answer, which they're not going to include. And then as soon as he thinks that they're wrapped, as soon as they got the clip of him asking the question, then he pushes back against her idiocy, which of course they didn't include in the actual interview they aired.
Madam Vice President, thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you, Bill. Good to be with you.
Oh, can we just get just a little bit of a question, please, so I can get it over the shoulder shot?
Yeah.
1 second. Just a second. Okay, thank you.
You need me talking?
Yes, sir.
Well, we were talking about how you're going to pay for it. And I mean, I truly do mean it. Your plans are logical, make logical sense. The way Washington works is not logical. So how are you going to convince a divided Congress that what you say, your plans, are something that they should all agree to and provide to the American people when they've shown no inclination to do that up to this point?
Is that what you needed?
Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. 30 seconds of silence, please, for room tone.
Now, they're getting room tone, so when they deceptively edit the interview, they can have the same sort of underlying background noise, so it doesn't seem like they spliced something together. And they got it. Here's the part where he thinks they wrapped, which they wrapped getting the footage that they were going to include in the interview, and then this is the part where they obviously didn't plan for the public to see, where then he asks her the real question that she obviously doesn't have the answer to.
Cameras are off.
How will you?
How will you?
It's going to be taxes. It's going to be literally, if the economists, I mean, there's from
Look at him. He's like, you have no idea, lady.
each the
But
spectrum.
I hear what you're saying
Yeah.
about the economists. This is true.
Yeah.
But Congress is not the economists.
I know, but
I know, but most Americans are obese morons, so hopefully they won't think about these things. Little Brian Stelter joined the Clown News Network remotely from his wife's boyfriend's mother's basement to spew this nonsense about the lawsuit.
Trump sued CBS after the October interview included an edit that Trump said was unfairly favorable to Harris.
Yeah.
CNN's chief media analyst Brian Stelter is joining us now. And Brian, one CBS correspondent that you quote in your reporting says Trump's lawsuit was a joke, but if we settle, we become a laughingstock. What's going on over there?
You are already a laughingstock. I mean, look at that wallpaper.
Right, a cynic would say this is just the price of doing business in the Trump era, and a cynic might be right. The Trump administration has to review and approve Paramount's pending merger, and CBS executives believe the Trump administration is going to make the company's life miserable until this lawsuit is made to go away.
They should.
Trump's lawsuit against 60 Minutes was and is frivolous. There's no evidence CBS doctored any segment. It was just doing basic editing.
It was just basic editing, just taking things out of context and shortening her answers to cut out her word salads to try to present her in a more favorable light.
So CBS would have a very strong case in court. But if they choose not to go to court, if they choose to settle and are reporting in case they're trying to settle, this has the appearance of a payoff, meaning CBS would be paying off Trump in order to win his favor and win government approval in the merger. That's why CBS News staffers are so concerned.
No potato head, they would be settling because they deceptively edited the footage, which amounted to an in-kind campaign contribution to the Kamala Harris campaign, not to mention a major breach of journalistic ethics. Just like when ABC recently settled, giving $15 million to Donald Trump's presidential library because they admitted that they defamed him. Here's Stephen Miller systematically debunking the left's talking point about how the members of DOGE, the Department of Government Efficiency, are unelected.
The Democrat use of the term unelected is really quite remarkable here. Donald Trump was elected in an overwhelming landslide. These are Donald Trump staffers.
Yeah.
In the sense, like saying that Mike Walls, the national security advisor, is unelected, or Susie Wiles, the chief of staff, is unelected, or Donald Trump's communications team is unelected. This is presidential staff that serves at the pleasure and for the president, just as I do. I am a staffer for the president of the United States. He is elected. He is the one the American people have chosen to implement his agenda.
Yes.
This is the agenda the American people voted for, that he is asking his staff, his subordinates, his employees to implement.
It is turning out better than we could have possibly imagined. And here is our new Attorney General Pam Bondi, who was confirmed by the Senate, announcing that she is going to start suing, or is suing, the scumbag mayors and governors who are participating in sanctuary cities, preventing ICE from getting rid of the trash in our country.
Not only did we sue today the city of Chicago, we sued the state of Illinois, we sued the mayor, we sued the governor, and we sued others. And let me be very clear, if you don't comply with federal law, you're going to be next.
Yes!
What about those?
You might need to order a 20-ounce Libertarius mug from my online store at markdice.com. They are available in 3 different sizes. All the mugs are, with the newly redesigned and stocked store. 11 ounce is the standard coffee mug size, so it is available in 11 ounce, 15 ounce, and a 20 ounce. And this weekend, you can get free shipping on any of these shirts from markdice.com. I'm not sure if this is going to work in the mug or not. It's too late when I'm recording this to check with the distributor, because if a promo code cuts too deep into the profit on some of the smaller items, then it will reject it. But it definitely will work on the shirts, the long sleeves, and the hoodies. And that promo code is DOGE, D-O-G-E, for Department of Government Efficiency, to get free shipping this weekend. So get your classic liberalism, find a cure, your MAGA Mafia shirt, the Teflon Don, war is a racket, deport them all, no vacancy, or any of my Austin designs, all available in a t-shirt, long sleeve, and a hoodie, and a whole bunch of different colors as well. So head on over to markdice.com or click the link in the description below and check them out.